Oh, hi!
Are you sad?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sad about what is happening in the society right now. That's why I'm painting, in order for me to express what I feel.
Oh, why not try surrealism or the style of Van
I
Gogh?
appreciate your suggestion, but I'm trying to make something that is my own, that is considered my own, and something that is under contemporary art.
What exactly is contemporary art?
It's basically the art of today.
Huh?
Okay, fine. In order for you to fully understand what contemporary art is, let's go back to where and how it really started. Since 1900s, different art movements appeared. Different types of ism, impressionism, futurism, Dadaism, Cubism, Fauvism, and Surrealism. Different types of ism. Modern art redefines, reinterprets, and defies traditional art styles. That means that modern artists try to make something that is more pleasing to the eyes. They add more flavor to what is traditionally styled. It has the characteristics, solid colors, neutral palette, angled assemblage, intentional symmetry, and natural materials. But in 1970s, since the end of World War II, different and new art styles has emerged. Since it's World War II, that means that there are different types of social issues. There are different types of problems that has emerged in the society. That's why artists at that very moment thought of something that could make them communicate what is happening in the society at that very moment. So, the new art style that I've been talking about is called contemporary art. Instead of focusing on the visual beauty and such, artists now are more focused on and interested to the ideas and meanings of the art that is being produced itself. If we will use the resources and the lectures given to us, we will define contemporary art. Let me read it to you. Contemporary art is an art made today by living artists. As such, it reflects the complex issues that shape our diverse, global, and rapidly changing world. Contemporary art movements focused on how art was created and disseminated rather than what was produced. So basically, contemporary art is something that is a reflection of what is really happening to the society. It does not only consider the visual thing, but also consider the meaning behind every art. So, that is contemporary art. We go to the characteristics of it. So, the characteristics include shape and patterns, glass and metals, curved lines, unique forms, dynamic design. Oh, have you ever been in an art gallery or an art exhibit? How would you know that the artwork that you saw is contemporary art? So aside from the artist who made it or the date it was made or it was produced, you should feel home about the artwork. You should see the reflection of yourself. You should see the reflection of the society that you are in. Based on what I gathered, there are ways or techniques that is included in contemporary art. Have you seen an artwork that is so simple, that is so plain, that includes only a little bit of subject on it and a little bit of details, but is so impactful? So consider that as minimalism. Okay, next one is found object. So let me read it to you. Found object is a natural or man-made object or fragment of an object that is found by an artist and kept because of some intrinsic interest that the artist sees it. Next one is installation art. So for example, fountains or something that is installed in a specific place in order for that place to be benefited when it comes to the visual thing, as well as something that is beneficial to the economy. Or you know what? When I was in grade 7, we made a collage of different pictures that explain one word. I think I remembered that word is family. So in that collage, I put pictures of my family, infinity design, as well as I put their time or the clock, as well as I put there a house. So it's a grade 7 thing. One is so interesting, the collage. So what I understood on the definition is that, for example, there are advertisement posters that is being pasted in different types of walls in the city, as well as posters of politicians with their faces on there. And if we try to make a decollage, we will try to rip those posters off and put it into one specific paper again. Okay. Next, lot arts or earth art is art that is made directly in the landscape, sculpting the land itself into earthworks or making structures in the landscapes using natural materials such as rocks or twigs. Next, graffiti art. So these are the, for example, it's a doodle. So we make doodle most of the time when we were still in high school, or up until now. We put there letters, characters of something that we like, or that depends on the situation, or that depends on the theme that you would like your doodle art to be. So that is graffiti art, but the difference is that if we doodle when we were in high school, we do it on our notebooks. But in graffiti, we do it on the walls using spray paints. This one is my favorite. So mixed media. So for example, I will use this one, paint, pigments, and then after that, I will insert using graphite pencils or charcoal powder, or I can also use color pencil in one specific artwork. That is mixed media. That's my favorite. So I guess those details are already enough for you to understand what is contemporary art.
Yeah, I've had so much, and it makes me more interested about knowing and witnessing the finished product of what you are doing.
Aww, thank you for that. Actually, I already made an artwork that is under the technique mixed media. As what I've mentioned, it's my favorite, so I'm gonna show it here. As of now, that's my favorite artwork that I made. So that artwork is a mixed media. I used color pencils, soft pastels, markers, as well as paint or pigments. I think I also used graphite pencils on that. So I used the colored pencil for the face, the markers on the hair as the base of the hair, soft pastel for the clothes and the hair, as well as I used graphite pencils on the hair also. And the background is an acrylic. So I really enjoyed making that artwork because it makes me express. So that artwork is a representation of my fear, which is oblivion. I titled it Oblivion because that's one of my fears, as well as it helps in making that artwork. It helps me cope up with that kind of fear. It makes me realize many things. Oh, I heard you want to take Bachelor of Culture and Arts Education as a course, right? So what I've discussed is very important for you to know because it's a part of your major or of your field, of this field that you are about to experience. Because contemporary art is part of the culture, and that culture is the main and most important aspect that a Bachelor of Culture and Arts Education student should remember and should always consider when it comes to taking decisions, as well as when it comes to going through with their own lives. So thank me later. Oh, I think I already finished it. Okay, here it is. So, this artwork of mine that I already finished just this day is called Contemporary Art. Thank you.